you could have went to a next level if you played dirty, but see the code of conduct. And you have to have journalism integrity. Yeah, I'm the hood chick. But see, the difference in me and the average podcaster or blogger that's out there is I don't need to win so bad that I'm going to say what Yuck Mouth and I discussed in a hotel room once Jay Million cut off the cameras. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the chick that's going to say what Nipsey Hussle and I discussed in a lot of talk radio before he made it big. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say what Master P and I discussed in the studio session when he didn't know that so-and-so was sitting next to us with their camera phone on, and I had to tell them, you can't have that on. You know, you just don't do that. That's just my position as far as, as far as for me, it don't work. But if I ever decided to, it was a time where that's what I wasn't going to put out there. Like at a time, but I'm going to say it, like I might get some backlash for it, but it was a time where I felt like, I'm going to shout Yuck out because when I first started doing this on a major level, Yuck was one of the major names. I've interviewed Thomas Waku of the San Francisco. I done. That's the thing people don't know about me. Like from NFL to actresses to actors, it's not just hip hop with the kid. And when I first started out, that's what it was. But I kind of felt away because. When I first started out, Yuck was one of the major names that I bought in and interviewed. And after I did kind of like woke the game up as far as Yuck been the man. Don't get it twisted. But as far as like Sacramento people, the stats speak for themselves. We're not going to front. Other than Bruno from my section, wasn't really like a lot of people reaching out to Yuck from Sacramento. That's what made me want to have him in my first lineup. When I first came and I did Digital Underground, Money B, I did Yuck, I did Lee Major, all of them around the same time. I did All Bay. Be Legit is one. Shout out to B. He's one of my favorite people to interview, to be honest with you, because it was just real and just raw. Yuck was always real raw too. And I kind of felt away because once like we did our thing, a lot of people started reaching out to him, and once started reaching, that wasn't the issue. It was like, I think people kind of forget where, like, I'm not that kid that's going to ever get how or who or what, you know what I'm saying? And I just kind of feel like sometimes when you rock with people, they'll kind of forget, like, who this group of people onto them. I'll say it like that, and I'll move on from that. And you just can't really dwell on that. You got to move on. I always tell people, I got a little saying where I say, you just take a mental note and keep it pushing, and that's what I do. I take a mental note and keep it pushing. Yeah. I know that was a little bit off course, but I just want to put that out. People, like I said, I wanted to give you a little exclusive tea because a lot of the stuff that I'm kind of going with is that, because I'll probably never do this again. I don't like being the person that gets you. It's just it's a place for me, but I guess I need to get. I'm always on the other side. I owed you this one. I told you this, I think, a couple of years ago. Like, I don't know. This ain't the side I'm used to being on, so I'm trying to get it all. But these are things that I know people always wonder, and they always ask me about is, do she still rock with No Limit? Yes. I'm giving Harrison the tea, y'all, on purpose. Yes. I still got love for the people that ask me, what's up with Regine? I seen after her cousin, the Gatlin started rocking with him, it seemed like she don't rock with them no more. I'm still cool with anybody that's cool with me. I'll look at it like that. But people just got to always remember how things come about. You can't forget how you got linked and then act like that person is non-existent. But it is what it is. Everybody moves different. So yes, I'm cool with if Yuck was to reach out, hey, it's going to be business as usual. The Gatlin, that's my blood cousin. Our parents got the same mama and daddy. So when people wanted to inject themselves when they thought me and him was having a rift, that's a no-no. That's family. And me and him going to still joke later on. And then now you got it to where, I don't know about him, but First Lady Felicia K, I never rock with you. It's stuff that I could probably help your brand win. I'll never do that because I don't feel like people should get, business wise, you move on. But when it's family, if you get in people's family business, to me personally, it's not no coming back from that. I'm gonna still be family with my family, but the fact that you felt like you could get involved in it and have an input on public platforms, on your social media, coming back to that. So that's another question that asked that out there. Yes. And that's pretty much the only thing, like I said, as far as exclusive stuff that people always want to know. Yeah. So I gave it to you, Harrison. So they know that.
There we go.
That's the deal.
There we go. Now, something I want to touch on real quick, because you spoke to something that kind of speaks to what I've been going through too. You spoke to like